everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am doing a get ready with me, sharing some of the products that I showed in my last video and just my current makeup routine. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I had shared that I was going to start incorporating some beauty and also continue doing fashion. If you don't know, I do my nighttime routine and then I get up and just splash some water on my face a little bit, and then I apply my skincare. The first thing I'm going to use is the good old vitamin C dark spot serum. I have nothing on my face, by the way, and I'll apply that to my skin first. Just a couple of pumps. What I do on my face, I bring down to my neck and décolletage and just kind of pat it in, and I let that sit for a minute or two. So in my last video I was sharing that I had wanted to start also incorporating some beauty back into my channel and not just doing fashion. And I think the reason behind that is I was getting so caught up with just, you know, going online, running to the stores and trying to get all these new arrivals out and show you different outfits, which I love to do, but it also takes a lot of time and work, which again, I'm happy to do. But I was getting bored, I guess is the best way to describe it, that's all I was doing. And I thought I need to reinvent my channel in a way that I'm actually providing helpful tips and things that you can incorporate into your own wardrobe selection and carry on. And so what my plan is, yes, I'll still be doing the fashion hauls, but I'll also be doing how to style videos. I think that can be much more enlightening and helpful and really provide you with some more value other than just showing you the latest thing that I bought. And I'm a little sick, so apologies for my voice. But I was doing a lot of traveling back and forth to Florida, continuing to do that. And there was just, you know, mental, emotional, physical, everything was just coming to a head, and I just needed to focus on family, and YouTube had to take a back seat, which was really unfortunate because I really so enjoy doing this and I worked hard to, you know, build that momentum. So I feel like I'm starting from scratch again, but that's okay. I'm back in it. You know, I still have the family issues going on. However, I feel like I'm in a better headspace to continue. I better get started here. So next I'm going in with the Dermalect Neck Firming Lift, which, you know, I love this, and for whatever reason it went to the back of my routine and I don't know why. And so I just put it on my hand, and the way you're supposed to apply it is to basically rub it you know, in upward motions, or at least that's the way I do it. So while I see immediate results using this, I think it's still going to take some time just to really for me to get all the benefits, but it is looking great and I really do believe in this product. The next thing I'm going to apply is the anti-aging smooth upper lift perioral anti-aging treatment. I'm just going to take a little bit. You could probably just put it on your face directly. I'll just put it in my hand and just to smooth out my fine lines above my lips. So I just went in with the Sunday Riley autocorrect. I think it does, I mean, I don't have like dark circles, but I certainly have fine lines. So I'm just going to tap this in and let that sit, and then we'll go in with the CoreCellRx Snail Mucin that I talked about in my last video, and just take a couple of pumps, and you see, sounds a little nauseating, but I do feel like it works. I feel like my skin really is satisfied with the product, and so clearly have used almost the whole bottle, which I did order another one. You can get this on Amazon. I just think it's so hydrating, it's moisturizing, and my skin seems to really like it. In my last video, I did talk about the Weleda Skin Food Moisturizer, which I really like, and I've been using that for quite a long time. But I did just pick up, well, I did just order the CourseRx, the all-in-one cream, and it is also, you can see, it's very, I'll say slimy. But I'm going to slather that on my neck and my face. You see how hydrating that is? I mean, it's just really nice. Now, I've only been using this for, I think I got it last week. So just honestly, just for the last few days, but I am liking it, and I think it is as moisturizing. It feels good. It is a little bit, it's a lighter weight than the Weleda. So I've been torn between just using the Weleda at night and using this in the daytime, because I feel like overnight, at least the Weleda will, you know, has many hours to really set in. So next I'm going to go in with the Sunday Riley CEO Glow Oil, and I'm just going to rub it between my hand, pat it into my face, my neck, my décolletage, all the way down. And this I tried to set a little bit longer just to work it in my skin and let it really set so that my makeup doesn't pill with the mixture of oil. So that's what my skin is looking like now. I am having a little bit of rosacea flare up here. My nose, you can see, is on the more red side. Clearly I have, you know, red spots. I do have red spots popping up, but hopefully all the makeup will cover it up. I'm not that worried about it. Now, I'm not going to do it on here, but a lot of times I will, especially at night, is when I try to just gua sha, and I just do that. I've already, should have mentioned that earlier, I did already use my ice roller, and just I was sitting there having my tea, and I just ice rolled my face. It just feels really good, and that could also be why I have a little bit of redness going on, but it feels so delightful. Even on the cold winter mornings like we're having now. It's about 12 degrees here, but the sun is shining, and the temperature doesn't matter. The sun is shining. I love that. We'll let this sit for a minute. I'll just talk for another moment, and then we'll get into my eyes. I always do my eyes first before I do my face, just in case I have any fallout. I am not a makeup expert, and so I inevitably will have some type of fallout, and I don't want it to ruin my makeup, so I always do my eyes first as well. Okay, I can get a little chatty, so I'm going to move on to my eyes, and I'm going to use the MAC Paint Pot. This color, or this shade, is Laying Low, and it just looks like this. This is my eye base. This is what I use. I just put a little bit on my finger, and I just honestly put it on my eyelids a little bit above, and just use that as an eye base. I'll do the same on the other side, just to give it a little bit of grip for the eyeshadow to adhere to. Now I'm just going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Just put some on a brush. Make sure that the eyeshadow base is not creasing, and I'll just pat some on just to set it. I don't want to really talk too much about the brands of brushes I'm using. This just happens to be just the flat shader brush that I just used to set the eyeshadow base. So now we can go in with some eyeshadow. It is Sunday when I'm filming. I just have a couple of errands to run. I'm just going to go to BJ's, and so this is my everyday look, whether I'm going to work or running errands. I'm very simple when it comes to my eyeshadow because, again, I'm not an artist. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Renaissance palette. If you can take a look, so I don't use every color. I'm really just, you can see, like I've hit pan on Primavera and I'm getting close to hitting pan on the others. These colors really not using. I don't get that creative with my eyeshadows, honestly. So I just went into the shade Golden Ochre, and this is an older palette, as you can see. My favorite Anastasia is the Soft Glam. So I'm just going in with an eyeshadow, a fluffy one, running that back and forth above my crease because I do have very hooded eyes, and I don't know if you can see what that has done. Just evens it out, it lifts my eyes a little bit, and this is just a nice neutral tone. So I'm not going in and doing any darker transition. Sometimes I just do like all four of these and go in and just sweep them over my crease. And quite frankly, although I don't have any more of the Primavera, that's why I have the Soft Glam out. The Primavera is the one that I completely hit pan on. I'm going to go into the Soft Glam and probably just go in with one of these two, Glistening or Fairy. And apologies, these palettes are well loved and very dirty, so I apologize if you're looking at that. And I think I'll go in with Fairy. I think maybe I'll just mix the two of them. And now I'll just run that across my eyelid. And just to point out, the type of brush I'm using on my lids with this more shimmer shades is more dense. It's not as fluffy as what I went in with before to do my crease. So I do have the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright Vitamin C stick, or CC stick. I am so down. I mean, there's nothing in here, absolutely nothing, but I can get a little product out. So I'm just going to now put this under my eyes, just dab it in. Oh, that was a lot. I tend to have a heavy hand. So, are you able to see how it brightened my under eyes? We're gonna let that set in for a moment, and then I'm gonna go in with the most important step, and that's my sunscreen. I'm using the Elta MD UV Daily, and this is a sheer and lightweight hyaluronic acid transparent zinc oxide, so that doesn't give you the white cast. Okay, I'm going to do my eyebrows using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. And first I just want to brush through them. I am definitely not an eyebrow expert, so I'm just filling in the sparse areas, which I seem to have a lot of lately. I need to find an eyebrow expert because the eyebrows are one of those features that, you know, make your face, if you would. It just completes the face. Next, I'm going to go and just set them with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's just a clear gel. I just take a little bit and honestly, I just put it on my hand. I just dip it in. Just to set them a little bit, just so that they're not moving all around. Okay, so my eyebrows are done. I haven't for the longest time really have gone in and did the concealer and cleaned up underneath my eyebrows, but I started to, and I feel like it makes a difference. So I'm gonna let the eye lift dry down a little bit, and we can start going in and doing the face. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani, and I am in the shade 4.5, 4.5, which I don't know if it's an exact, I just went in with about a pump of it. And here's where I'm going to start talking about the BK Beauty brush. And this is the 101, and you can see how it has, I mean, it's sturdy. So that's on my list to do today. But you can just see it's so soft and just absolutely lovely. I just go in and dot my foundation around my face. I do try to do more in the center of my face and work out, but generally this is what I do. Nothing fancy. Shear this out. But I hope you can see the coverage and the way this brush, it's flawless. It is absolutely, and it's just so easy to work with. Her brushes have gone viral, and there's a reason for it. I mean, I'm not going to turn my channel into, oh, here's my summer morning routine, here's my winter, fall, summer type of thing, or spring. But I will be sharing new products that I try. Like, my goal is to always keep them together. So if I'm showing fashion, maybe I'll show you a new lipstick that I was using. If I'm doing a beauty video, I'll go ahead and show you the outfit of the day and what I'm wearing. When I first went back to work in New York City, I thought I would be showing more content, you know, just out and about at lunchtime or whatever on the days that I actually do get out. And it was a huge transition for me. I'm back working full-time for a year now. I feel like I'm in a better place now. I'm hoping that come the nicer weather, I can get out and, you know, take photos and, you know, just be a little bit more active outside in the city. So here's the look. Just the base of foundation on, no bronzer or blush or anything. Nothing else but just my skincare and my foundation. I think it looks really pretty. It's such a beautiful foundation and really just leaves your skin looking flawless. My skin, I should have stated earlier, is more on the normal side with some rosacea peeking through at, you know, when I have flare-ups and stuff. But for the most part, it's normal. Maybe in the winter has a little bit more dryness, but I'm not oily or anything like that. So it's a beautiful, beautiful foundation. But I also love the NARS Light Reflecting and the House Labs. Those are my three favorite foundations currently. So next I'm going to go in with the Born This Way Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. And this is in the shade Graham Cracker. So I'm just going to go in with a much lighter touch. And I am just blending this with my fingers. Just going to go in. There's really nothing on this puffer. I just want to pat it down since I used my fingers. So now I'm ready to go in with some bronzer. I have used up a lot of bronzers. The last one I used was a Rare Beauty, and it was more in a stick form, and I just love that bronzer. It just blended so easily and really, really loved it. But for the most part, I'm trying to use what I have and not just run for the next trend. So with that being said, I still have this Say Sun Melt in medium bronze. I'm just going in with an angle brush, and I am going to place it on my cheek, and then my blush goes above that, and that gives me a much more lifted look. This stage of my life is what I'm looking for. This is a beautiful bronzer, and it really does blend out lovely. It's just so easy, very easy to work with, and it just looks so nice. I don't have any issues with pilling or anything. And by the way, if you happen to, you know, your bronzer should stay right above where my hand is. If you happen to drag it down a little too much, you can always go back in with your foundation brush and just clean it up. Do you see the difference? And then I'll just take some up in my hairline and just, and there are times where I'll do it for today and I'll just go in and try and go under my jawline and blend that as well, just to give a little bit of an illusion that I have more of bone structure there instead of looking at what I see as my double chin and all of that. Next, I'm going in with the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade 3 Fair, which is a little lighter than what I normally would wear, but I think we can, well, I've been making it work. I just put some on the back of my hand, and I did talk about this Rare Beauty liquid blush in Hope, which I absolutely love. I'm really going to try and squeeze what I can out of it, and if I can't get anything out, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f., the new e.l.f. blush, and this is in the color Dusty Rose. So I just put a little bit on my brush, and which I really wish I would have been able to use the BK Beauty ones, because they are just so delightful the way it applies your makeup. I know I'm talking ad nauseum about the BK Beauty brushes, but those are my absolute favorite. Might seem like a lot to you, but it does dry down and fade a little bit. Now, my last step is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. There's nothing that works better for me. So you know what I didn't do is, so 2 things. One, I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer with a lip pencil, honestly, and I'm just going to go in and carve out my underbrows. Can you see the difference? So this side is always the harder side for me. This is my challenging eye, just because I feel like it's a little bit more hooded on my right side, or making it look as nice as the other side. I'm just going to go back in with the brush that I had used to set the eyeshadow base, just to set it a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I do this before I actually go in and put my eyelashes on. So I'm going to go in and spray, set everything, then I'll go in and apply my lashes. And for me, this actually really just sets it. I have used the Urban Decay All Nighter, and that is just so heavy. And to me, it gives me a little bit too much of a mattified look, whereas this still gives me the luminosity and the radiant glow that I'm looking for, but that my makeup stays in place. So let me go and grab my lashes and apply those, and then we can do the finished look. Okay, so my lashes are on. I did my hair. Of course, this is how I wear my hair most days, but again, it is just a Sunday. I'm heading out soon to run some errands. I did apply my lashes off camera because they were giving me a little bit of problems, and I was like, you guys didn't need to hear everything that was coming out of my mouth. So here's what the lashes look like. Here is basically the completed look. I did fail to mention that I used the Duo Glue, the green and white, for my lashes. Have for years. I did try lash extensions a few years ago and had terrible reactions. So for whatever reason, I can use the Duo, but the lash adhesive for the lash extensions, they looked really nice, but they were not for me. So last, I'm going to apply just a lip liner. All of my lipsticks actually that I favorite are actually all at work. So I'm just going to go in with the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. It's a pretty close match to my natural lips. I'll just go in and tap it a little bit, get it in all those fine lines. And then I think I'm just going to go in with a little gloss, and this is the KKW in Rose Gold, just a little. So here, like I said, is my final look, and would love to hear your feedback and what you think of the look. These earrings are from Amazon. They are a look for less. If you know, you know. So I've had these for quite some time. I have on this necklace from Miranda Fry. It's a Julia necklace from Miranda Fry. Such a pretty necklace. Just basic, just a nice added touch, right? I just have on my Apple Watch with a band from, this was actually from Nordstrom, not Kendra Scott. I think it was just, I don't even know the brand, but they have so many of them on Amazon. But I just like the two-tone here. Not wearing any rings today, just have my gloves on. And then I just have some bracelets on here. Some from, this is from Nordstrom Rack. This one here, this I got a long time ago. It's look for less as well. This is Miranda Fry, and then this is Amazon. Just going to run some errands, and I will show you my completed look and what I'm wearing. So what I'm wearing is just a two-piece separates from Walmart. It's just some flare leggings or yoga pants. Who's the yoga pants? Which side are you, yoga pants or flare leggings? I actually said flare leggings, but I'm actually yoga pants, to be honest. Anyway, I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you got some tips along the way, and I will have everything linked below in the description box and a pinned comment so it's easier for you to navigate all the products. I would love for you to leave some comments and let me know what you thought about this video, what you think about not the direction my channel is going, because it's not really veering off in any dramatic way. But do you like to see the beauty as well, or are you just focused on fashion? Is that really why you came to my channel to begin with? But if you're watching this, maybe you do like the beauty, or maybe you just like anything I share, and that's so appreciative. So anyway, it feels so good to be back, and keep looking out for new videos to come. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. Joni Does Life. I will be more active on there and showing a lot more things. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, evening, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.